What's good with it? It's your boy Simon Phoenix. This is Shots Fired Sunday Night Rant. What up, what up, what up? So as we slide into another fun-filled, action-packed Sunday night rant, wanted to start off with your boy that made it to 100. That's right, 100 episodes. I'm just as shocked as you that cancel culture didn't come and kick in the door. But it is what it is. I am super happy to be able to, say that I have 100 shows and that I have been chasing down my dream and my purpose in life to say that, I want to be able to talk to a bunch of people, pick their minds, and do a show on my rules on how I want to move. And it has become a reality. And I want to thank a lot of the people that stopped by, such as DJ Blaze. Shout out to DJ Blaze. He was one of my first guests on the show. Shout out to my homeboy Damon, who helped me give the breakdown of the Road podcast. I appreciate that. That's my man. Always been holding me down. And just, whether we talking about Greg Morris, Candy Faith, Miss Pollard, Lil Dion, my homeboy DJ, Mr. DJ Ill1, one of the illest DJs I know, definitely name suits him. Or talk about one of my favorite comedians, Twiz, stopped by the show, showed me some love. Or my little brother, Devon Dean, coming by the show. Or Samantha Jacks, Shock the World, Cynthia Walker, all of those were just a joy to have come on the show. My man Corey D, that was my first time. Corey D Jr. to be exact. That was my first time having a chance to talk to another podcaster and someone that was doing this. Someone that was leaning deeply into Red Pill and having that kind of dialogue with someone was a great learning experience for me as an older black male, just to be able to pick his mind, see where he was coming from. That was a great time. Then, my man B-Jack from G-Rap, my guy, turned around, had the Hip Hop Shop podcast. Go check that out. All major streaming places, networks, apps, whatever you want to call it. The guy is there. iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, you name it, he on it. Go check him out. He always be dropping great hip hop stuff and having conversations with him and just kicking it. Been on the show, talk about his projects. Been on the show, talked about his podcast. That's my man. Really appreciate that. The people that worked within youth football, whether we are talking about Rocket Football League or we're talking about AYF, I appreciate them coming by, having those kind of conversations of activities that we can have for our youth, doing a great job out here. And so, I wanted to spotlight those people, give those people some of that love, because you know what they say, give me my flowers while I'm alive. Then I definitely had to get my personal crew on. So, had to get the mind benders on, get them in the building. So I had the Last Supreme Being in the building, plus Justin Traces. Gotta show love to that. Hey man, and then I had, what can I say about Cuzzo Firestick Ivy? Did a great job coming through, chopping it up with me. Had a great dialogue, kicking it about WAP. That's just my man's love cuz. So, a lot of great people have come by the show, whether it was Mo Better coming through the show to chop it up, talk about prison reform, things that cats don't really kick it on, Really having a breakdown of what you can and what you can't do in prison and how you can make yourself better coming out of a horrible situation. But there is still light at the end of the tunnel. And I loved how my G's, because they real G's at this point, love how my G's came through and really showed that you can make power moves and be better people. Shout out to my daughter, Ollie, coming through the show, chopping it up with her dad, giving y'all some great gift ideas, things of that nature. We had some great conversations. It was love. Shout out Antonio Locks. Man, that's my guy. We go way, way, way back. So just want to show him some love. Sarge the Dame. Oh my goodness. That was a great interview. One of my favorite female MCs. Go cop the new album. That's all I'm going to say. Go cop the new album. Shout out to all the artists. Go cop their music. Let's just do it like that. Shout out to all the artists. Definitely go cop their music. Whether we talking about Sarge the Dame, Alfie the Great, whether we talking about Lil Dion, Hot Rod on the Hook. You know what I'm saying? Man, the list is getting ridiculous. And I love it. I love that I got to damn near look through the sheet to see who came on the show, because it's been so many cats, been so many people on the show. Shout out to my homeboy Javante Tubbs, founder of Medicine, Community, and Engagement. That's my guy. And y'all already know, Stock the Bar in the building, official sponsor of Shots Fired, 100th episode. Get with your boy. Having a ball out here, doing it for you, trying to bring you the best of the best. So now let's get into the Sunday Night Rants email. Let's get off into that. So, first thing that popped up was, yo, Simon Phoenix, what do you think of Dr. Umar gambling the money? Is he, y'all already know, fucking up the church's money? That's what y'all want to know. Is Dr. Umar out here fucking up the church's money? I mean, peanut gallery's really out at this time, to be honest, right? There's a video, Dr. Umar is having a conversation about playing the lottery. So can I really dirtbag him, talk crazy about him over the fact he talking about he want to hit the Mega Millions? Hell, I want to hit the Mega Millions. You want to hit the Mega Millions. So I'm going to leave Dr. Umar alone. I'm going to say at this moment, the peanut gallery is out. We don't got an opinion yet. We will let you know as the story develops. How about that? How about that right there? So then the next email that pops up is some relationship vibe, right? I was like, ooh, it's a relationship vibe. That's how y'all getting down on the Phoenix? I mean, who I look like? I'm not relationship vibey, but since they was like, hey, Fiend, we want to know, Simon Phoenix, what you think. So I had to get myself together and give you the lover's version. Yeah, ladies, and get sexy in here real quick. Get real sexy. I'm going to get sexy for a minute. Little love advice. Get my little love guru juices going. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you like that right there. No, you do. Yeah, that's sexy. Ooh-wee. See, I put my sexy voice on. Yeah, that's that late night mix voice. You already know. All right, enough messing with y'all. But what it says is, if a man proposes to a woman and she says no, is the relationship over? I mean, for the most part, yes, ladies, the relationship is over. Whether you're talking about his pride being involved in that situation, how he feels the defeat to stare into that person's eyes on a daily basis and try to continue to make a relationship work, when the ultimate goal, you just walked up and tried to hand to somebody and they told you no. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to swallow that pill. My suggestion would be that 9 out of 10 men just going to walk away. That's just what they're going to do. They're just going to walk away. And as a man speaking out to other men, I would say, yeah, bro, you justified in it. Now, is there deeper parts to this conversation? Well, of course, she says she doesn't want to marry you because you're an alcoholic or you're a habitual cheater or something like that. And those are deal breakers. Then, ma'am, you need to get away as fast as possible. You need to treat your deal breakers exactly how they sound. That the deal cannot go through as long as these activities are still being done. That's just how it has to be. And you can't feel bad about that. You can't be upset about that. You have to accept that for what it is. So, hope that answers the question. See, I'm trying to stay in my sexy vibe right here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get in my love doctor zone. So, the next question shot to me says, when do women take accountability for failed relationship? And so I would say, ladies, and this is just outside looking in. I have no real way to gauge how much is enough for most people. But I would say you have to take responsibility. If you know that they're a drug dealer, it's going to be some caveats with drug dealer relationships. You have to look at yourself and say, if you don't want the drug dealer life, you can't date a drug dealer. So you got to blame yourself when that relationship fail, because you trying to fit a square piece into a round cylinder, and that ain't gonna go. That just ain't gonna work. And that's what you're trying to do. And so I would tell you that that's bad juju. That's on you. If you have you're outgoing and extremely adventurous and outdoorsy, and you get into a relationship with someone who is irked out by going in the dirt or doing any of that. He's like, oh, I'm straight tech guy. You setting yourself up for failure. You got to know that you're setting yourself up for failure. And yes, I understand there's going to be some people that's going to give you some compromise, but some things you just got to know, like, that's probably not going to work out in my best interest. So you got to be aware of that. But I know it's easy to, get off into the selfishness of, I want you and I want you to change so you can be perfect. But that's not always going to work. So I think you have to take responsibility at that point and be accountable and say, yo, I knew I was dating somebody that was a habitual alcoholic. He has been for years. I'm 3 years in and I'm still messing with him, and my heart broke, and there's all these bad things that's happening based off him being an alcoholic. You have to take accountability for, okay, year one, I might not have known, but year 2 and 3, I knew it. I should have ran, and I tried to be, I tried to do all the right things. It didn't work. So by the time you get to year 3, you got to go. And anything after that, you're accountable for that. Just on yourself, because you knew that wasn't going to change after you gave a real effort in trying. So I hope that was a good breakdown, good answer for that. What y'all think of that sexy music though? What y'all think of that? That's kind of yeah. That just slide in, maybe just feel like grooving off jump. I need me like a bold business R&B night. I'm talking about like a Thursday night slow jam mix. I need one of them. I need to DJ one of them. Bring back them 90 classics. Some of that 2000 freaky deaky shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I need one of them shows. Anyway, let's slide out and get off into some commercials real quick. And then after the commercials, then we got some bigger fish to fry. A couple former guests of the show have sent the email to me and answered the question on the Facebook post. I try on Sundays to remember to jump on Facebook and put the post down, and I do take them off of there as well. So somebody that's been on the show asked the question, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna give you my best shot at it, bro. I'm gonna give you my best shot at it. Let's do a commercial, and then we'll be right back. Stock the bar vodka made right here in Michigan, distilled from Michigan red winter wheat. The red winter wheat provides this drink with one of the smoothest flavors known to man. Stock the bar vodka, premium quality. Our motto is smooth taste with a purpose. And now, the official sponsor of Shots Fired Podcast. Stock the bar vodka. Pour up a glass. Drink with a purpose. Hey! Remember back in the days when you used to jump on the dance floor when you heard a groove like this, but your body just won't let you do it any longer? Well, hey, I got the situation set for you, baby. What you need to do is get with Earl's Asper Cream. That's right, Earl's Asper Cream. Earl's Asper Cream is made from the finest ingredients in America. That's right, here in America, baby. And anyway, Earl's Asper Cream is good for those hurting knees, that bad back, those elbows, and those shoulders. And if you don't want to take it from me, then go ahead and listen to one of Earl's happy customers.
Let me tell you, get yourself some Earl's Asper Cream, baby. I had a fracture, fucked up hip. I was sitting there in a nursing home of all places. I sat there, I was up and down that nursing home after I sat there and took some Earl's Asper Cream. And I ain't no nurse, baby. Earl's Asper Cream gave me that marathon strength.
That's right, Earl's Asper Cream. Side effects may include bigger balls, increased sex drive, harder erection, larger semen release, growth of facial hair, slide while you're walking, and a strong pullout game. That's right, baby. Earl's Asper Cream, here to help you get your groove back.
Brought to you by Mind Bender Incorporated in association with Ashy Radio.
Welcome back to Shots Fired with Simon Phoenix.
Yo! So, right back at it, right back into it. So, the next thing that we have on the docket, and they kind of wrap their way into each other. So, first one is, Simon Phoenix, what do you think about people who take subliminal shots, meaning that they say or do things on social media directed to one person, but don't name names? I'm going to get to that because I'm going to go to the next person. Shout out DJ Blaze. He asked this question, and this ties into that question. Yo, what do you think is going on with Kwame Brown? What's your opinion? So here's my opinion, right? And this is why I say those two things go together. Kwame Brown is a high school standout basketball player who was drafted to the NBA by a team that Michael Jordan ran. And a lot of people over the years have called Kwame a bust. For me, I never thought that Kwame was a bust. I always felt like Kwame was put in a bad predicament. Just my viewpoint. But I always hated that they always tried to make him be like he was the bust. And people always brung him up when I was like, it was way more trash people. Way trash. We talking about real trash people. Durko Milovich. That, in comparison to Kwame, nowhere near the same kind of conversation, right? So I always felt like Kwame got a bad rap, just from a fan's point of view. So when Kwame's show started to jump off, I always felt like people were taking subliminal shots at him a lot of the time. So if you don't know what happened, Steven Jackson and his cohort over there have a show. They want all the smoke. And they had everybody's favorite shooter, Gilbert Arenas, in the building. And some shape or form or fashion, it turned into a Kwame Brown conversation. And then it kind of snowballed into Kwame defending himself and not using the nicest of language. So it kind of made people be like, ooh, really? Now, dudes like me was like, I don't know what y'all expected. Like, I think he felt like he was thrown under the bus. Then people had a conversation about him. And then it turned into when he said how he felt, he was crazy. He was being violent. And then Kwame so eloquently comes back and gives us the definition of violence, meaning physical attacks, which he can't do because he's on the phone doing videos, which I thought was hilarious. Because to me, what this is a grown man standing up for himself saying, hey, man, I'm not about to let y'all continue to sully my name. And so from there on, Kwame just kind of rants off on a group of people that are in media, that happen to be in media, for lack of a better way to describe it. These people are in media to be the black people that are in media. So you're talking about the Jamel Hills of the world. We're talking about the Sterling Sharps of the world. This is who we talking to. And the people that talk around and within sports, and how they have systematically thrown him under the bus at every chance they got when it was time to talk about teams that had him on it. Then, next thing you know, right, Charlemagne, the God, the Breakfast Club, they ain't in enough hot water over there. Charlemagne decides to then give Kwame's life history and talk about his family. Talk about Kwame's dad, his brother, says he knows a sister or a cousin, and that Kwame's family is known for beef. Let's just use that, right? And Kwame then comes back and say, bro, that was unnecessary. Now, from the outside looking in, I would say it was definitely unnecessary. You were using those people to draw the conclusion that Kwame Brown could be violent. And then Kwame has to come out and say, yo, I didn't even know my dad like that. And I have nothing to do with his actions, nor the brother from the illegitimate relationship and what he was out there doing in the streets. So I sit back and I'm like, whoa. Y'all are really trying to throw this man under the bus at every turn. And he keeps coming back to y'all like, no, I'm not going for that. And so when people say to me that he crazy, I'm like, no, because these are those type of shots. And he's been taking them for a while. So what did you expect? Like, let's be honest. What did you really expect was going to happen? You thought that he was going to let a lifetime go? Then he was just going to let you talk about him until he died? Nah, man, that's not going to happen. Especially because we have social media. Excuse me. We have social media. Everybody got a voice. Everybody can get on their Twitter and go off. Everybody can start them a YouTube channel and spit facts, if that's what they want to do. And so when Kwame gives his breakdown of why his career went the way it went, why that he as a dude made sure that if he got in when his team was losing, he'd go out there and get buckets. We all know what trash time is, but Kwame was looking at it like, I'm a dude that's 18. I was able to buy my mama a house, do that thing that I said I was going to do, that I was going to be able to feed and take care of my family. And I ain't have to be no criminal to do it. And I had great bread. And whether he turned out to be a superstar or just the bench guy, that is still the equivalent of hitting the lottery. And I commend him for that, because How many dudes you know that be 18 that it would have panned out even with the proper skill set? I mean, let's be honest. Most of them don't. And it's really based on the situation and how it's played for that player. But for y'all to continuously be taking subliminal shots at that man, trying to make him violent to fit your scenario, that's bold business. I'm telling you, that's bold business. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep telling y'all because y'all keep doing it out here. And you wonder why people be down your throats. You wonder why people be on your heads. Because you're out here doing this type of bullshit. And it just keeps happening. And I just keep laughing. Because you're wondering why these people are upset. You're wondering why. But you the run around doing this shit.
I smell bullshit. That's what I'm saying. I smell bullshit. Lies and deceit.
That's what you're doing. You're running around doing that shit. And you think it don't matter. You think you can get away with it. But sooner or later, it's going to catch you. You know, everybody got a granny. You can only do dirt for so long. Let's just keep it a buck. You can only do dirt for so long before it go left. And so for y'all have been talking all that shit about Kwame. And next thing you know, he was on y'all heads. He went from a dude that had like 10,000 fans to now he the talk of the streets. All you did was make him powerful. He already got money. He don't need nobody for nothing else. So now he's really a problem. And you can't intimidate a guy at his house minding his business. He say whatever he wants, y'all. So I think it's going to be a fun summer at this point. If you're really asking me the truth, I think it's going to be a great summer. Because I think people are going to keep walking into it and they're going to keep getting their heads chopped. All those black media heads, they're going to run up and they're going to have the bogus conversation. And unfortunately for them, it is what it is. Now, everybody's favorite black guy that gets to be on TV, Jalen Rose, as usual, is sitting back looking like a rose. The guy is just phenomenal. And when he was getting ready to break down statistics, they just jumped all over what he was saying. So I love Jalen because he's like Mr. Keep It Real. But then again, you know, he from Michigan. What can we say? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. But yeah, y'all better chill out with them subliminal shots. I'm trying to tell you, better chill out with that. Better stop it. You think people is dumb, but they're not. And everybody's not going to play with you. We say that part again, because maybe some people really do need to hear that. Everybody's not going to play with you. See, a lot of times when people get to doing the tough guy routine, what they forget is the rest of the world are watching you do that socially. And those people have friends and family that you don't know. And those be the people that'll fuck around and snuff you. And I'm not talking about murder you, but I'm talking about like blow your shit out in public. Run up on you and give you the verbal work. And you like, wait, what happened? Why are you cussing at me, sir? I don't even know you. But they like, you know my people and you was online talking tough. So now we need to address that. So I'm saying everybody's not going to play with you. You need to be mindful who you talking tough to, who you throwing them subliminal shots to. But we'll see what happens with Kwame. Mr. Brown, I don't think nobody else want to say nothing else to him personally. It'd probably be in their best interest. We're going to continue to watch. I mean, because everybody who, like I said, all those talking heads caught. It's bad. Like I just say, go check out his YouTube. If you don't mind cussing, it's probably your cup of tea. Because, it was rough. So that is pretty much it for the emails. Again, want to thank everybody for getting me to the point that I could say we are at 100 shows. So very, 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 very happy about that. As usual, you can catch me on all streaming platforms. That includes YouTube. Like, share, yeah, all of that stuff. And well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna slide up out of here. Had a great time, and I'm just gonna slide out feeling sexy. Shots fired. Simon Phoenix. Hey, I appreciate y'all. 100th show, you boy. We appreciate y'all. Thank you. I holla.